Hey guys, welcome to the Slumber Yard. I'm Wes, and in today's video we're taking a look at Nectar, more specifically the Nectar Premier and Nectar Premier Copper mattresses. We're going to do a comparison and talk about everything that you need to know about these beds and put them head to head. So if you didn't know, over here at the Slumber Yard we review all things online beds, and if you need any more information about either of the beds in this comparison, you can always check down below in that description box. But let's just get right into it. Alright, so before I get into everything that you need to know about Nectar Premier and Nectar Premier Copper, I should say that Nectar as a brand sent us both of these beds and their hybrid models for free to review and tell you guys about them. But if you order any online, they'll be backed by the following policies, starting with free shipping. Then you have a full year sleep trial once the bed is in your possession. It's basically just your time to test the bed out in the comfort of your own home. And if you don't exactly love the bed, you can get a return option, but hopefully you do want to keep them, and if so, they're all backed by a forever warranty. And more policies, stuff about Nectar can be read down below in that description box if you're interested. Now let's just jump right into this comparison, and before I get into everything that you need to know about these beds, I do want to say that these are really similar mattresses with only a few minor differences, so just keep all that in mind. But let's talk about the Nectar Premier first, and if we look at its construction, it's got support foam on the bottom that you can swap out for pocketed coils if you decide to go the route of the hybrid model. Then above that you have a transition layer, then some memory foam above that. Then you have the cover with some cooling features in that as well. Now depending on which version of the Nectar Premier you go with, either the hybrid or the all foam, there will be a slight difference in terms of feel. So if you go with the all foam model, it'll pretty much have a responsive memory foam one. So when you go and push down and respond, it'll still have some of those pressure relieving qualities of the memory foam, but it will respond rather quickly. You know, that compared with something like a Nectar mattress, that'll respond really slowly. It'll be a lot more dense and viscous, but with the Nectar Premier, a lot more responsive. So it might be a great option for any combination sleepers who do like to change sleeping positions throughout the night. And you know, just having a bit more responsiveness and that memory foam can make some memory foam haters into memory foam lovers. Now, if you swap out that support foam with pocketed coils, then you'll get the hybrid version, which will have pretty much more of a neutral hybrid feel. So you won't feel as much of the memory foamy qualities. Instead, it'll pretty much just be more neutral and responsive. So that bed will respond even quicker since it does have those coils, and we would pretty much just say, you know, a neutral hybrid feel. Now I should mention that the Nectar Premier measures in at 13 inches tall, and in terms of its firmness, it's right around a medium, so it should be a great option for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. And this is one thing that won't change whether you go the all foam or hybrid route, so whichever one you go with, it'll be right at that medium firmness, so great for all sleepers. Now this bed has some cooling tech. It's got more than the original Nectar, but less than Nectar Premier Copper, which is the next bed, and let's talk about that one right now. So the main difference between this bed and the Nectar Premier is that it'll be 1 inch thicker, so it comes in at 14 inches, and it's got a really similar construction with support foam on the bottom, then a transition layer, but then there's gel-infused memory foam, and the cover is wrapped up with copper fibers. So that's another slight difference, and that's what's supposed to help cool the bed down even more. But in terms of this bed's feel, it's pretty much just going to be right on par with the Nectar Premier. So if you go the route of the all foam mattress, it'll have more of a responsive memory foam feel, and if you're looking at that hybrid model, it'll pretty much be a neutral hybrid feel. So you know, the feel on either one of these beds is basically going to be the exact same, but one area where they do differ again is going to be firmness. The Nectar Premier Copper will be slightly firmer than the Nectar Premier, so we would put it between a medium and a medium firm on our firmness scale. So again, it should work for all sleeper types, back, side, stomach, and combination. And this might be the better option if you do want something a bit firmer, or you're a back or stomach sleeper. And all beds do soften up over time, so it might be maybe a better idea to start with something a bit firmer around that medium to medium firm and let it soften up as you use it. You know, if you wanted something around a medium like the Nectar Premier and it softens up a bit, that might kind of get out of your sweet spot, so just something to think about. I also mentioned there's a bit more cooling tech, including some phase change materials in the Nectar Premier Copper, so if you do want the bed that should sleep a bit colder, maybe go that route. Now in terms of things like edge support, responsiveness, motion isolation, and temperature regulation, we would pretty much say all of these beds are gonna perform basically the exact same, so nothing really to know here, but just the last major thing I should talk about is price. How much you're gonna be paying if you go the route of Nectar Premier. the Nectar Premier Hybrid, the Nectar Premier Copper, or the Nectar Premier Copper Hybrid. And I should preface this section by saying that Nectar as a brand does like to change their pricing and promotions constantly, but this is as of when I'm recording this video, and any discounts that we will have should be linked down below in that description box. But if you're looking at the Nectar Premier all foam memory foam version in the queen size, you're looking at around the $950 mark after discount. But if you do want to get the hybrid version of that bed, it'll be closer to the $1,100 range, so not a terrible deal to add in those pocketed coils and get a different feel if that's what you're looking for. And if you're looking for the Nectar Premier Copper in the queen size and the memory foam all foam version, that'll be around the $1,250 mark, and that's after any discounts. And if you do decide to get the hybrid model, that'll be closer to the $1,400 mark after discount for that queen size. And if we do have any discounts and coupons and promotions for Nectar, we will link them down below in that description box for sure. Now at this point in the video, let's just give you our final verdict from our Slumber Yard team. And I would check out the Nectar Premier mattress if you want an all foam bed or you want a hybrid option and you want the choice between those two different feels. You want something that's right around a medium and you're fine with getting the cheaper bed that's around 13 inches. And check out the Nectar Premier Copper if you want something with all of the cooling features. You want a bed a little bit thicker, around 14 inches. You again want a bed that's around a medium to a medium firmness, and you like the sound of those really nice consumer-friendly policies. But that's just what we think over here at the Slumber Yard. You know, what do you guys think? Have you heard of Nectar or ever slept on a Nectar mattress? Write us down below in those comments. We would love to hear from you. And if you need any more information about these beds, including our full video reviews, check down below in that description box or subscribe to this channel for more. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Wes, wishing you a good night's sleep.